In the last 24 hours, I have had 2 conversations with women, one from a woman in her 40s that I have worked with before, one with a friend who is much younger in her 20s, about women that they have encountered that say that they are woman-loving women, meaning that they like to be sensually and sexually in relationship to women. They're not interested in dating men, but they don't identify as anything like gay or lesbian or even bisexual. And still, they are not interested in dating men and only interested in being with women. This is just an interesting phenomenon that I just came upon. And I'm curious about it, and please chime in if you have something to say about this. In exploring it with both of these people who are decades apart from each other, the only thing I could really think of is that you will lose your straight privilege if you identify as anything other than heterosexual. These are women who just aren't really identifying as gay. They don't take any label. They're not even bisexual, but they are hooking up with women and they want to be in relationships with women. This is really interesting. And you know what? Internalized homophobia is real, it is alive, and it is well. And the privilege that you have when you fit into that nice, neat box of heteronormativity because you are a straight person, you are a heterosexual person. You might be a heterosexual person that's having sex with a woman, but you still identify as a heterosexual person. Well, you've got a lot of straight privilege right there. One of these 2 people is a client of mine from a few years ago. And she has been in a relationship with a woman, which she just ended with. My client went from growing up intensely feminine because she had to. She grew up in a family with compulsory femininity. And by the time we finished working together, she was beautifully androgynous and even a little bit mask of center, but just fully herself, beaming with herself. It was beautiful transformation. Dating a woman who had been married to a man for 20 years, had an affair with a woman for 2 years during her marriage, ended up getting divorced, not because of being in a relationship with a woman. She met this woman online. They'd been dating for a year. This woman was hiding her. She did not want her to be seen in her community. She did not want to introduce her to her friends. And in my client's neighborhood, she was fine to be out. She just didn't want anyone around her to be seen. My client ended the relationship and really said, wow, this woman has intensive internalized homophobia. If you identify with any of this that I'm talking about, check yourself. How's your internal